Tonersaurus Rex.
By the Tony.
Guess what it's time for?
If I were to guess Earthbound, you'd laugh at me again, so I'm not going to say that.
You don't repeat jokes like that, Bpwner. It's not. I think that like if you're gonna have a really bad Let's Play, it's the bad thing is to have recurring jokes, and this Let's Play is
just walk over it.
We're not gonna be cheap asses with our humor. Our humor is gonna be top of the line, like really good shit to keep people entertained. Oh hi, there's this opening text girl, by the way. It means nothing. All you need to know about the Phantasy Star timeline, since like these games have had a really bad time of getting translated in the West, is that everything happens every 1,000 years. Just that's the whole. And look, it's anime as fuck.
It's anime D&D in space.
Pretty much, but yeah, like the story for this series, at least the timeline anyway, where they've got like the AUW-230 whatever
PU-36 Illudium Space Modulator.
All that bullshit, like it doesn't matter. Like, just remember that everything happens every 1,000 years, and basically every Phantasy Star game is... Oh, hey, there's Mother Brain.
It's a Metroid sequel.
Yeah, it's basically a Metroid sequel. I actually finished that Phantasy Star 2 Let's Play. Or not Let's Play. Or the one that I alluded to at the start of the... We're already off to a great start, I can tell you right now.
I had to say, I didn't see this Let's Play. Was it like premium content for your site?
Yeah, you need to sign up at socksmakepeoplesexy.net/shop and we'll get you covered. See, 1,000 years have passed. That's all you need to know.
1,000 years since the birth of Christ.
Yeah, this game does a lot of referencing Phantasy Star 1 and 2, but it's all pretty surface level stuff, and like we'll point it out when we see it or when we recognize it because we're Phantasy Star experts. So that's our opening text scroll, and we've done enough dilly-dallying. It is time to actually get this freaking Let's Play started, so what do you say?
Time to get a real dilly bar.
Dude, I haven't had a dilly bar in so long.
5 minutes.
I'm probably, like, after we're done recording this batch of episodes, I'm gonna go get one. Started! I pressed the start button. We're going. We got shit to do already. Look, this game just jumps off. There is no, like, fancy little cutscenes or text scrolls that are mandatory.
No running around on an airship or any, like, tutorials.
No,
it's like, get your lazy ass up. We gotta go to work.
Yeah, and like, they're full-fledged partners now. And I'm not sure if, like, this little relationship gets elaborated too much upon. About, like, well, why are you two partners now? Like, what? I guess that Chaz is supposed to have been a bit of a troubled youth. And she...
That's really all it is. It's just like 1 or 2 lines of text that just kind of hint like, oh hey, and then this lady basically made me her protege.
And then she wants you to just come. No wait, that's the place where we're going. We're gonna go investigate something going on at an academy. So how about that? And I'm not in control of this at all. I believe this is Iedo, where we're at right now.
The largest city in this first part of the game.
Yeah. But yeah, this game sort of like jumps right the hell off. You are thrown right into it. You're not waiting around. Like, everything about this game is just so much faster than a lot of RPGs of its time. And hey, cool, check it out. More text. See, this bullshit, AW2284. Disregard that because, like, in the prototype version of this game, that year is different.
I really don't even know that the years make a difference.
I don't think they do. I think it's just we like sci-fi stuff, and these are the most sci-fi numbers we could think of.
I think they were just saying, "Aw, 2284. That's a good number.
That's my jam."
I'm gonna play that on the Cache 4.
Hell yeah, my jam is 5396 personally.
So yeah, you can't skip any of that text right
there.
No,
you can't. So, like, this guy's kind of an idiot already because he's already gotten separated from Alice.
He's checking out those stools, and now he's lost his shit.
We're gonna get that text speed cranked up. And oh, hey, where did Alice go? Hey, where'd you go? I can't find you for the life of me.
So there's a pretty cool thing you can do here. You have the option to talk amongst your party members, just like as a little recap.
Yes.
But when it's Chaz by himself, that talk command is changed to mumble.
Yes. That's really cute. And I think that this is maybe the only point in the game where it's actually mumble. Because I can't think of...
There's another point, but
okay.
we'll get there.
We'll be there in a while. So we already know some shit's going down. A kid. You're a kid! And a squid. Yeah, somebody's gonna make that dumb joke. These books are important and they're under lock and key.
Books aren't important. What the hell? Burn those things for warmth.
Alright.
And walking up to her is automatic, by the way.
Yeah.
As soon as your sprites meet, she starts that conversation.
And so we'll go ahead and have a look at our party. As you can see, this is Alice. She is quite a bit stronger than Chaz right now. She's basically going to be the backbone of the group for a little while. Until he starts catching up, and I think that he eventually overtakes her in stats because he's a man, and we cannot have that, right?
Especially with a woman of indeterminate age.
And of course, we've got the woman here, so we've got to take every opportunity to point out that, hey, yeah, and she's having none of it. I'm with her. She's straight up baller.
I really like her flippant attitude toward most of the NPCs in this game.
Yeah.
Like, there's very few characters who she considers worth her time or attention.
Yeah. I think that she calls this guy like a depressing drag. Yeah, she's not interested in anything. She's just like, I want to fight things, okay? Let's just be done with it.
One thing that's cool about this game is, like, there are a lot of objects that you can, like, walk up to.
Yeah.
Action, get a little text dialogue.
This is basically one of the first callbacks in the game. The planet Parma was lost, and that planet has had many names over every freaking Phantasy Star iteration. It's been Parm, it's been Palm, it's been Parum.
It's been Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese. Comets and Observing Them. It's an astronomy book.
You can look through the telescope. Well, I don't think you can look through the telescope, but it'll say something about the telescope.
Yeah.
It's not like Castlevania where you see the River Styx ferryman.
Wow. What a view. What a view, Boner! What a view.
You could also talk to that jug of bleach on the counter. Oh, well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Jug of
I'm
bleach?
pretty sure.
This thing?
No. Up on top of the cabinet.
Oh.
Hey, you were in the right room.
Oh, okay, there it is.
This is Phantasy Star IV's gameplay, everybody.
Yeah, this is all you do. This is basically the Gone Home of 1994. What an odd... You made me come back for that! Man!
I didn't say it was interesting or relevant.
And this is where we're gonna find out this game is anime as all hell. Check it out. Manga panels. This game was actually originally supposed to be a Sega CD game. And I'm pretty sure...
That's right.
That's
and
where they scrapped that idea when that thing crashed and burned.
It originally was supposed to have first-person dungeons too, but we'll get to the dungeons.
Yeah. We'll be seeing one of those very soon, actually. This is Alice the Hunter and her assistant Chaz.
I fold my hands like this. That's how you know I'm serious.
Yeah, this is the Genji Ikari pose. For those unfamiliar.
Gendo.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Genji was a game on the PlayStation 3 where you attack a crab for massive damage.
That's right. Oh, check it out. It's aliens up in here. Mysterious monsters just appearing in the basement for no reason whatsoever.
It's a nutsack with legs.
Basically, yeah. It's kind of like gross little blue things.
Blue diddly bobs.
Blue diddly bobs. Alright, so yeah, basically we're gonna go to the basement and clean up some monsters because this is an RPG and that's what you do. It's kind of what they expect of you.
It's pretty much like a lot of D&D computer games, how your first area is almost always a sewer and you're almost always fighting giant rats, except they're mutant nutsacks.
Yeah. There are a couple of varieties as well, so you'll get to see some really, like, maybe you'll even see the much respected double nutsack. I always love this panel too. This guy's just
The first time I played this as a kid, like with the pacing of which I was reading the text, it's like, and then when that popped up, the music like intensified right there, but
yeah.
It was a complete coincidence.
He's paying us dearly. Spoilers, he's not paying us shit. We're not getting any kind of reward from this.
It's okay. We have other means of getting money.
Yes, we're gonna be getting some money real quick. Things are starting to get interesting. Not like all of these goobers hanging out in this little academy here. No, you do I know you?
One thing that was kind of always weird about this part is, like, Chaz is more interested in touring the academy than he is, like, doing their job.
Yeah.
I never really gave it much thought over the years, but now that I think about it, maybe there's, like, some characterization they didn't expound upon, like he wants to be a frat bro.
Oh, geez.
That's why he wants to come to tour the university. It's rush week.
Yeah, you get that feeling about this entire place when you start talking to the students more, is that it's basically a giant frat. Nobody wants to do anything.
I mean, because, you know, otherwise he could just be a big academia nut.
Macadamia nut?
Yes.
Is that the pun you were going for?
Yeah. I've been saving that all week.
Damn.
I would have appreciated a little more ooh and ah.
Ooh, Boner, you so handsome when you talk about puns and stuff.
Well,
You're so
oh
gosh. You would make a great Goofy.
Oh, okay. I was going for the Vulture from Looney Tunes, but
Nah, that was way more Goofy.
Gorge.
Alice, just having none of anybody's bullshit. Fortune-telling book. It's a book titled The Polyglot. This is like a book that I would imagine Pat has and reads on a daily basis.
Is that a Pokemon?
I think so. Literatures of Parma, Parum, Parm. Geology Today.
Robert Palmer.
Robert Palmer. Metal polishing techniques.
That he has a technique for polishing.
Polishing metal do anything for you? The God of Learning, Dr. Lubetz. This is another reference.
Yeah, that's actually Dr. Lubino from the first Phantasy Star.
Yes.
He names a spaceship after himself because he's a giant tool. And then he says, "That's a pretty cool name, don't you think?"
Pretty rad. And then we've got a crackhead here that we have no chance of keeping up with.
This is an error in the code. He's just, like, bouncing off the wall. He's playing Pong with himself.
It was meant to be like a Pong minigame, but they actually put that code into an NPC.
You can do that. You can just, like, plug code into things that shouldn't have it. That's object-oriented programming.
Yes. So this guy's kind of alright, I guess.
He's got a portrait.
He's got a portrait, so he must be important.
Why would they give a portrait to somebody who doesn't matter?
Exactly. That never happens. Not in RPGs. Oh, his name is Han. Han. I guess
his name
Han.
is Corey Hain. He's looking for Corey Feldman.
He works for Professor Holt, going to investigate Birth Valley. We're getting a lot of terminology thrown at us here in this opening scene.
Is he a gynecologist? I mean, I can't imagine why else he'd be investigating Birth Valley.
Oh no. Mysterious place, been called the Sacred Valley of Life. The Sacred Valley of Life. When you see Birth Valley, you're gonna think, yeah, no, it's just a dungeon. So nobody can go into Birth Valley.
I can go to Birth Valley, but no one would want to.
Exactly. And then the monster scare begins. Some sort of connection between these incidents.
Well, it's a pretty small area.
Yeah.
Everything's connected.
So he wants to investigate. I guess this is one of those where we get to decide if he's coming with us or not.
It smells like poop down there.
Ew. Oh, you catch on quick. Well, thanks for condescending. There we go.
Open.
There we go. I love this. This is a great little guy. He's like, yep. You're coming, you're gonna fucking pay us.
And like in this little panel that pops up, it makes him look like he has more of a mullet than he does in any of the other portraits.
Yeah.
And it's tucked into his collar. What a freak.
It's so weird. It's like you can spot little like weird inconsistencies like that in the art between like the panels and like the other portraits that are given. So there's like a little bit of disparity there. And you didn't see it, but we started out with 500 Meseta and now we've got 600. So this is good friend good friend Han. He's a scholar.
And he's an infinite well of... He's basically a walking ATM, as I'm seeing.
Yeah, he's a walking ATM and a resta machine. So we're going to go ahead and head into this basement. Welcome to the first dungeon of Phantasy Star. We're giving you a little bit extra here. We're going to go ahead and do this first dungeon. Because, hey, you know what? When you start a Let's Play, you want to start, you know, with a little bit more content than you normally would. And, hey, they can come back here, you little nutsack. Well, whatever then. I want to talk to you anyway. And I'm going to do that a lot. I'm going to press the menu button when I mean to press the check button.
Are you, you're using the standard mapping, right?
Yes. And we have a 5...
I mean, I would have seen it had you changed it, but... Alright,
so here we go. We've got our first enemy type. This is the Xanafaug? Is that how you want to go with it?
Xenoflog.
Xenoflog. So we've got a standard combat system this time around where we just select commands from a menu. We got command, macro we'll go over in just a bit. But right now we've got your standard attack. We've got techniques. And then every character has a set of skills that are unique to them that can be used a specific number of times before you have to rest. These are actually pretty cool. They end up pretty varied by the end of the game, and you end up getting a lot. So basically, this is your pretty standard, fun little battle system, turn-based, beat some stuff up.
So, already it's like Phantasy Star 2, except there's backgrounds now.
Yes. And this is, again, this is like one of the biggest, see, I just did it again. This is one of the bigger cartridge releases of its time, as evidenced by its $80 price tag.
They also, like, bragged about, like, it was like a 24 meg cart or something. It's right there on the box.
Yeah, yeah. So, macro. You can set your characters to do a lot of actions without you having to input them manually. And for the first part of the game, we're just going to use this one that they start you with that makes your characters all attack, because it's not going to matter too much what enemy any specific character attacks at this point in the game, because they're pretty easy.
The only difference I can see it making is, like, you set the specific order in which they attack. Otherwise, if you had just selected the commands, it would go by some RNG sort of contingent on the characters. I want to say it's their dex stat.
Yeah. Then, whoa! Hey, check this noise out. What's going on down here?
Oh, it's Margaritaville machines. They had a mini bar set up in the basement.
They got something going on. Let's see, nobody's damaged, so let's go up here and talk to this nice guy.
You went through that swimmingly. I don't remember this first dungeon being that quick, honestly.
This is the first boss, Iglanova.
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. This boss is not really all that difficult, but we are going to start varying tactics up a bit. I'm going to have Alice cast Shifta on herself to up her attack power. You're going to attack, and you have nothing right now that would work. Jellin just lowers the enemy's
he doesn't
attack,
have life.
He doesn't have what yet.
What?
Turn down for what?
I always have Alice cast Shifta on Chaz.
I put it on her because I'm going to be using her Vortex as well. So I'm going to throw Shift on Chaz as well. But this boss, actually, all it does is use fission and spawn little fodder enemies. That's all he does. He does have an attack if you let him go around while having 2 Xanafaugs or whatever out. And it's actually quite damaging if you let him do it. So basically, the idea is to always want to be taking out one of the little dude bros on the side. So we're going to use Vortex on the main enemy and just have Chaz and Han take care of the little dudes on the side.
Does Chaz have Earth yet?
Yeah, but I think that only just, like, stops an attack.
Yeah, sometimes I'll, like, try to pull off Earth on the Iglanova just to, give it, stop it from spawning more Xanafaugs. I think it only lasts a turn, though.
Yeah, it's one turn. You can stop an enemy attacking for one turn, and since there aren't many enemies or bosses in this game that attack in patterns, that would make that, like, a tactical advantage, it's kind of, I guess, a little useless in a way.
Trust me, there are a lot of useless skills in this game.
Yeah, but there are a lot of really useful ones as well. which we will also find out. So, because we're going to be playing this game, you know, because this is a Let's Play. See how that goes? And the boss is dead, but his little minions kind of just hang out.
No one likes minions.
Ew. Get that shit out of my face, dog. And we're going to get some level ups here. It's
Yeah,
always
probably
good.
quite a few level ups since we didn't really grind any on the way up to this boss.
Just one. We
Okay.
did it! We did it! End of the game, folks. That was great, wasn't it?
Okay, so this line right here, let's keep this in mind.
You're-
She chastises chastises Chaz for
Yeah.
his swing being slow. This will be important later.
Yes.
No, I destroyed it too.
Come here. What are these glass containers for?
It wasn't mine. I was holding it for a guy.
Breeding monsters. Well, that's a little weird.
You're a regular monster rancher.
There you go, folks. This is what you're paying for when you come to Polly and Bpwner Let's Play Phantasy Star IV, huh? I believe
It's
you
like
for
the one
now.
busted tube. It's like, is that like the whole outbreak right there? Somebody
Yeah, this doesn't look that hard to control.
somebody was mopping up and like, oops, I broke my beer.
Yep, we're gonna go see the principal again. But we're not gonna do that until the next episode. So we hope you guys tune in next time, where we'll go talk to the principal and find out what the diggity yo.
You gotta go to the principal's office.
Ah!